So the next part comes, now that we know how a HyperDoc is used by the students and how we can see it as an instructor and grade it, the question comes to us is, how do I create one? So I think the first thing we need to understand is that it can be done anyway, all right? It can be totally tweaked as you go. You have to find the template and the intention that you want for it and how you want it set up. So I've created a spot here for HyperDoc Templates, and I'm going to just show you a couple different areas that are, we're going to go into hundreds and hundreds of templates. So it took me a while to kind of figure out what I wanted, and then I steered away from it and just went, pretty plain Jane on mine. But there are some great examples out there. This is the main HyperDoc page from the women that had put together these HyperDocs, but there are some great samples. Now, here's the thing. Each one of these areas you might want to check into. I'm just going to pick science, and it's going to bring you to a Google Drive. Now, on this Google Drive, as you will see, there are tons of templates. Okay, please remember, these can be used from elementary school all the way through post-secondary education. So you can use them in a variety of different ways. So some of them are going to seem pretty simplistic because you've got to remember who their audience is. If you have a class of third graders, you're going to keep it very simplistic. But some of them are a little bit more advanced and going on. So let's just pick this one right here, physical science unit. And it looks like the way that they're setting theirs up is more of an explore. Hang on, there it's coming. More of an explore, explain, apply, and share. So for this HyperDoc, the instructor's chosen to click here. Here's your activities. They're all in order. You're going to go to the periodic table, watch this video, click here, what's the difference? Here's the flashcards. And over here, each time you complete an activity, write down one or more new facts that you learned. And then they're going to go into explain. So they're going to have them start to analyze that information that they were given. Now they're going to try to apply it. All right. So either they're going to make an infographic template or design an image. And then they're going to share it on their Padlet. Okay. So here's just an example. Now there's tons of different ways you can do this. Looking to see if there's a different one. This is another HyperDoc where it's got the learning objectives here, more exploration here, explain, apply, oops, sorry guys, apply, and then go into an evaluation or reflect. And so very different setup, but very usable for those different instructors. Now, there are also HyperDocs that are set up as Google Slides. So this little yellow box would be a Google Slide. I'm showing you guys one way of using it through a document. So, but there are definitely some Google Slides as well. So you can go into this one and go into the different areas there too. So I'm very serious. Just go through some of these and see what you think. This is another engage, explore, reflect kind of setup, but a different look to it. So explain, elaborate, evaluate. So just a whole bunch of different templates there. There's also templates at this Padlet here if you want to go into those different areas. You can click on, let's do 9 through 12 because I don't think this one had post-secondary. Well, adult professional learning, but let's look at the Atom. I have no idea, you guys. We're going to just pick this one. Again, it's more of that explore, engage kind of setup. But again, you can go right to, because they're Google Docs, that's the beauty of it. All right. So there's all your information. Now let's say I want to use this one. I really like how it looks. I like how it's set up. I think this is, even though I'm not going to teach on valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, but I really like the template. We're going to do it just like we taught our students to do this. All right. You're going to go to File. You're going to say Make a Copy. You're going to change your folder and pick whichever folder you have You know what? I think this is, yep, I'm in my, sorry you guys, I am in my grad class. But that's okay. So I'm going to put in my physical dimensions, Gero class that I'm taking. And now I have a copy in my own Google file. So now I can change this out. And if I want to do theories of aging, I can totally change this up. All right. So you have the ability then at that point to make it what you want it for your class. I think the biggest piece is just knowing all the ins and outs of Google Docs. So if you're not real familiar with Google Docs and how to link things, definitely look up some videos on that. I will go over it a little bit in the next video, but that is how you're going to find your different templates. So all of these are posted in here. I will also post them on the PowerPoint so you have them as well. But again, just samples of the different types. If you want to do a workshop model or a ThingLink animal report. And then this one is also a whole bunch of different HyperDoc options as well. So they use a lot of that 5E, the explain, explore, engage, all of those different things. But there's a whole bunch of samples on here as well that you can use.